Hi, what's going on, guys? I'm Generic YouTuber, and today we're gonna talk about annoying trends in the gaming social media sphere. But before we get into that, let me talk to you about today's sponsor, Garbage. Garbage is great and super useful. You don't want something anymore? You put it right in that thing. No, but seriously though, here's some annoying trends in the gaming social media space. So first, people giving opinions on game they didn't play. This happens all the time. We see it every time there's a game that is somewhat controversial. Lately we got Concord, but before that we had Fallout 76, and there's probably a bunch of other games. And people just take what some random YouTuber they like said, and then they repeat it on every spaces they can find, whether it be on Reddit or on Metacritic or anywhere. And they'll say, oh my god, this game is so bad because XYZ, but they obviously didn't play the game. This is one that always got to me when somebody's talking about a game that they obviously didn't play and that they just want to get into the trend of hating that particular game. Second thing, suggesting upcoming games. So I see it often. This is particularly prominent on Reddit, where somebody will say, hey, I'm looking for a new open world game to play, and you'll get some replies like, oh, hey, you should keep your eyes on GTA 6, probably coming in 2026. Well, duh. The person wants to play a game like right now. I've seen it, I couldn't find the post, but I've seen it not too long ago. Somebody was saying, oh, tomorrow I have a 12 hours flight and I want to, some offline games I could play for a long time. And somebody just, talked about an upcoming game, and it was like, man, the dude is looking for something to play tomorrow on his flight, not in a year. And this is always annoying. Grubiton on the Discord precised this idea a bit, and I think it was pretty cool. She was saying like, somebody will ask for an open world games with RPG element, and people will suggest like a puzzle game or a roguelite, and it's like, dude, just give suggestions in the genre of games the person is looking for. If you don't have anything to suggest, just don't. Okay, third one, the trend chasers on YouTube. So this is something we can easily see when a big franchise announces a game or a game is releasing. Like I seen it a lot when Resident Evil Village was announced and was coming out, and there was a bunch of content creator making videos on the Resident Evil series and stuff, and they were talking about Resident Evil 8, and they were saying stuff like, oh my god, I've always been the biggest fan of Resident Evil, and they were saying that while watching the trailers. And then you see Ada Wong, and they're like, oh, who's this character? Oh my fucking god. Lately I've even made a video about it. Somebody was obviously trend chasing and wanted to make a review on a newly released game, and they didn't research it at all, and the review was terrible, a bunch of misinformation in it. It was obvious the person didn't play the game really, but they couldn't help but talk about it and make a video about it because it's a new game, and new games drives engagement and views, and I had to call it out. Fortunately, this video only had like 120 views for a 40,000 YouTube channel, which is pretty bad. But anyway, on to the next. Spoilers in the thumbnail. I see it all the time. I saw it quite a bit when Elden Ring came out, and on the week of release, you have those, and I mean it's tied to the trend chasers I just talked about. You have those YouTubers who wants the views of the big new game, and so they'll make a guide, and I was doing air quote here, about how to beat this boss, and the thumbnail will be like the picture of the boss, and it's like, oh my god, just keep the spoilers out of the thumbnail, for God's sakes. This is super annoying, and a lot of people do that, and I think it should be called out way more than it is. Just don't. Oh my god. Alright, already the last one. Saying, I think it's super cringe. Well, I think saying the word cringe is cringe, and I'm aware I'm being cringe right now, but saying a single player game is dead. And more often than not, people will do this using like Steam numbers or Twitch viewership to justify a game is dead. Not every game is a games as a service. Not every game will have update every 2 weeks. I mean, at some point, some single player offline games are a finished product, and you can play it in 10 years. It will still be the same game, and it will still be awesome. Alright, Etrian Odyssey, let's try this out. Let's see if this is dead or if it's still working. I mean, who knows, right? We'll see soon enough. Alright. Is it dead? Is it dead? Oh my god! Lately I've been playing some emulator stuff on my phone with RetroArch. RetroArch? I'm not sure how to say it, but it's a fantastic emulator, and I've been playing SNES games mostly. I've been playing for the first time ever, and I got I completed it yesterday. I finally completed it. It's I mean, it's a very short game, but it's very hard. It's called Wild Guns, and it's amazing, and it's a game for like 1994, and it works perfectly. It's fantastic. It's fun. Single player games cannot, you know, die as long as you can play it. I mean, this is so stupid to say a single player game is dead, and there's a bunch of people saying this. I mean, I suppose it's kids who mostly play live services games, but anyway, those were my annoying trends in the gaming social media sphere. Let me know what are yours in the comment section, and now go do something else. Go play games, but don't be annoying. Bye bye.